lot of things are missing really important contextual information that I think would change people's interpretation of a lot of these situations. But
because in a weird, he is basically saying like, "Hey, thank you so much for coming forward," but also
some of you are liars.
Bullshit. It's fucking nonsense. This is all just the big build up to the fucking apology video. Of course,
he always looks so.
Yeah, that's like his whole thing that he lucked into is that. Yeah, he just looks like a fucking idiot.
What?
And it's like, oh my god, who's this skater dude wearing a suit? This is crazy.
Yeah, he looks like ugly Spicoli.
But yeah, so it's all. This is his video on his YouTube channel. It's titled "In Response," and all I can think of, and I think he kind of has an offhand remark of like, "I never thought I'd make one of these," but like, all I can think of is like, imagine having to make one of these.
Yeah,
like, what the
I never
fuck?
thought I'd have to make one of
like,
these.
what are you? You know, you have to
One
write
of
it out.
these, yeah.
You have to like write it out first or something, and then you kind of have to make sure you got your somber face on, or like. At this point, should you just double down and be like,
"No, she
begged
me for
I am
it."
man. I'm not even like. I'm just like I'm a man. I can't help my instinct. Like just turn into a fucking like one of those. I guess Andrew Tate, like one of those like manly men. Like, oh, I can't help it. I wasn't thinking with my big brain.
Yeah,
it was my fucking.
I'm an
big
animal.
Cock brain.
You can't like stifle me. I'm an animal.
Because then it's all like the other thing, and this is a big element of this, is not only like your own audience, is you're just giving. He's already clearly making enemies with, like he did an interview with Alex Jones,
right,
and people like that, or even like the head of the Proud Boys. So there are already these people that don't like him because he's painting them in a certain way or showing them who they are, whatever.
They could easily have dug the same stuff up.
Well, I'm just saying, but it just gives them ammo either way.
Yeah.
So, like you already have those people, and then that just chips away at whatever your fan base is. But then to an extension, because I think like Tim Heidecker's company put the movie out. So then again, it's even like now we get to throw shit at Tim Heidecker as well to be like, hey, what the fuck? Who's this guy on your bankroll here?
All right.
Because and actually saying that everyone has this story, I can't imagine Nathan Fielder has this story.
Nathan Fielder.
There's no girls coming out about how Nathan Fielder kept being like, "Oh, eat my ass."
I never thought I'd make a video like this, but I think there's an important conversation to be had, and I just want to be fully accountable, honest, and transparent with all of you guys. So I'd like to start by thanking every single person who's came out in the past week to speak about different ways in which my behavior has made them feel uncomfortable or pressured during a sexual situation.
What's amazing about this is, do you think he really wants to thank them?
No, but you have to. That's the other thing that I hate about this is that in the same way that the people coming out of it are dramatizing what happened to them to an extent, he then has to do this performative apology because that's what you have to do. Like you said, you either double down and animal Tate yourself, or it's
like I got an ass that needs to be eaten.
You give them you give them the response where they're like, either fuck him, who cares, but you said all the stuff you're supposed to, or people go, well, all right, thank you.
But to me though, and maybe this is just me, because usually these apologies are like this, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about it. They don't usually work. I was going to be like, they never usually work.
They never work, but you have to say something.
But in a weird way, because the thing is, I do believe he's probably sorry.
Yeah, of course he is.
But just come out and be like, man, I'm sorry. Like, to me, throwing in the part like, hey, thank you so much for coming forward and really ruining my time right now.
Well, but you know what it is?
That makes it worse. That makes it more phony and performative, or a lawyer or a PR person or someone said, put this in, this needs to be a part of it. That makes it fake. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is legit. But for whatever reason, that comes off as like phony.
I think it's lose-lose.
Yeah.
If you don't say that stuff, everyone goes, I can't believe he didn't even like... He didn't even actually seem like he cared that much, or because if he goes the other direction, they just go like, look at him play dumb.
Yeah,
look at him be like, oh fuck, I'm sorry, I can't believe like I've been just blind to this whole time. Wow, my bad.
You're right.
Then everyone acts like he didn't go far enough. It's one or the other. It either is overly performative, or people will say that it's like aloof and not like acknowledging enough.
Gordon in the chat. I'd like to thank my haters. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel, but you're right.
I think there's no winning. And so you might as well do this version. If people are going to tear it apart regardless, do this version and get torn apart.
Because I'm here thinking like, just go and like speak from your heart. But you're right. It's going to be dissected either way. But I don't know. It just feels like you could be like, you know, clearly you've heard stuff about me and, you know, things in my past, and I'd like to apologize. But you're right. Even saying this, I know someone's going to be like, oh, you heard stuff? Oh, well, you know, there'll be something.
Yeah.
And to people who said that I've made unwanted advances and had a hard time with rejection. I'm sure this was not easy to do. It's never easy to speak out. And it was hard for me to hear as well, because to be honest with you, up until this point, I didn't even really realize that I had this pattern that had affected multiple people. I'd also like to apologize for my silence. I think that when this stuff first came out, I was in a state of denial and shock. I was, you know.
Yeah, I think he's honestly. I think he's playing it about as perfect as you could possibly play it.
I was denounced.
I don't know. It comes. I don't like what he's doing.
No. But as far as like the textbook version of what you do in this situation,
you're right. This is textbook, but this textbook ain't working, bro. So we gotta throw the.
We need a new book.
We need a new book. We gotta throw the fucking book out. Hey guys, I know there's a lot of stuff that you may have seen going around about my history and me, and maybe actions that I took part of in the past, and you know, stuff I've done as far as not taking proper consent or pushing for consent and not realizing it. And, you know, I never thought I'd make a video like this. And I won't, bitch. I'm a fucking man. And a man has been put on this planet to spread his seed. What's going to live after I'm gone? My seed. And what do I need to do? Spread it. So I need to have children, and I need to get it with as many girls as I can, because that's what God put us on this earth for. So suck a dick, bitches, because you'll be sucking a fat one and eating my ass. Fuck you. Fuck you. And you, and you, and you. And you give me your number. Think that would work?
I think that's, remember, you know, I keep talking about the other poll?
Yeah.
That's the opposite poll of this. Like, you know, you remember that meme that was like, yo, evil MLK, like, I've got a nightmare. Like that, you're evil MLK right now. You're evil Andrew Callahan.
Anyways, let's go back to his thing.
By my closest collaborators, and my name was printed in 40 different news outlets next to the
humble brag
sexual misconduct, and I just kind of spiraled into a mental health crisis. I'm okay now, but I don't really think this is about me. This is about the people that I've affected. So I just want to express my complete.
Did you like that part, Mike?
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like,
because what he's doing is
not about me, but hey, I'm still putting that out there.
He wants everyone to know that
I've been going through shit.
Yeah, I'm going to normalize mental health right now, but also my mental health doesn't matter.
Yes.
He's doing the piece perfect. Dude, that no wonder this guy was able to get so many chicks to fuck him. He's doing exactly what you should do to get he can apply the same logic to get naked pictures and fuck girls that don't want to fuck him.
Yeah.
He's taking that exact same like skill set and applying it to the apology.
And support for anyone who I've done wrong by, and I really want to do better and be fully accountable for everything that I've done. So that being said, I want to make a few things clear. I've always taken no for an answer. As far as consent, I've never overstepped that line. But you know, I think I want to have a more nuanced and important conversation about power dynamics, pressure, and coercion. I was behaving in a way that I actually thought was normal. I thought that, you know, going home from the bar alone made you a loser. I thought that persistence was a form of flattery. And I thought that, you know, if at first somebody was reluctant, you know, they're playing hard to get, just try harder. And if you think someone's feeling you, you know, make a physical advance and see if they go with it. And I think that especially I realized.
Well, but see, the last thing he said isn't crazy.
Well, I think even the middle thing he said is the idea of like persistence is flattering. Like people genuinely think that. And there are people that is true for. Not everybody, but it is totally a thing that exists.
I mean, there's still like a point, like I guess maybe what I'm thinking of is like make a move, like I don't know, going for like a hug or a kiss or something. But then it's like, but you also kind of read the room.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, it's not like if she does the whole like give you the cheek and then you're like, yeah, get over here.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You
Like
know?
if I were to go on a date with a girl and at the end of the night I lean in for a kiss and she's like, no, thank you, and I go, no, this is happening. Like that's me being wrong. But if I lean in for a kiss and she doesn't want to kiss me, and then she goes and tells all her friends and goes on the internet, like this fucking creep, we had a bad night, and at the end of the night he tried to force himself on me. Like, no, that's not the same thing.
That's when so many young people, especially young men, rushed to defend me when this stuff first started coming out, that this type of sex pest behavior is normalized, and a lot of people think
I like that he did have to state that he's a sex pest.
I would love if he used the term goblin mode.
yeah. People think goblin mode's normal, but the whole reason why it's called goblin mode is because it's not normal.
Yeah, a bunch of people came to my defense, and I just want them to know that I've normalized goblin mode, and that's not like okay.
It's not okay.
This stuff is normal when I don't think that it is. And I think that I want to be fully responsible for not having a fluid understanding of consent and what enthusiastic two-way consent looks like.
And you know what? Maybe my problem with this is, and maybe I'm being unfair to this guy, but I feel like he's saying all this and he's using his fucking fancy words and he's saying it just the right way. But then in like 2 months, he's gonna be like, "Oh, you might ask, come on, oh!" Like he's gonna
oh please, it's so dirty. Clean it up for me, baby. Baby, clean it up for me.
I don't believe a fucking word that he's saying.
Yeah, in 2 months he'll be playing Truth or Dare with Madonna.
He's immediately just gonna be like, "Oh, I got in a fight with my producer. I got nowhere to stay.
Oh, my ass hasn't been licked in ages." Fuck.
You don't even have to touch my cock. Just lick my ass.
You don't even have to look at me. You don't even have to look at me while you do it.
That being said, a lot of the things that have been said online about
That
me
being said, my ass being eaten
are not true. A lot of things are missing really important contextual information that I think would change people's interpretation of a lot of these situations. But
because in a weird, he is basically saying like, "Hey, thank you so much for coming forward," but also
some of you are liars.
Bullshit. It's fucking nonsense.
But that in a weird way, that's a smart thing because it happens.
There's really not an easy way to do that though.
Like it's like when the college football thing. There was that for like what 5-10 years in a row. It's like someone's about to win a Heisman, and then every girl he's raped comes out. Yeah. And sometimes you're like, ugh, yeah, he probably did some of these. But then other times you're like, oh, this is just a bunch of fucking like a bunch of Hagonomics chicks just trying to fucking like get some shine and take someone down.
As far as what I have planned, I'm not really sure what comes next.
Anyone want to see me do a kickflip?
I'm thinking.
Anyways, in closing, you want to see me do a kickflip?
I've decided I'm going to stop skateboarding. Start snowboarding.
Anyone want to see me be a rude boy?
Oh yeah, guys, am I gonna see you guys at the streetlight show?
Yeah, he just starts skanking at the end. His big apology.
He takes his
stands up.
pit hoodie off. He's got suspenders on.
He stands up, but like he's so tall, like even his head's still out of frame. But yeah, it's just
pick it up,
pick it up, pick it up.
I mean, obviously, reporting is my one true love, and I'm 25 years old. And I have my whole life ahead of me.
Nope.
But I really think that I need to do some serious work on myself and figure myself out.
So he kicks his feet up. He's wearing checkered Vans.
Also, not to blame alcohol.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I believe that alcohol was a contributing factor.
He's joining AA, actually. That's another big part of this announcement.
Again, that's another smart thing because you can be like, hey, I am acknowledging that, but also like, clearly I was like, I'm not saying I'm not at fault, but I'm saying when I drank, I clearly become a bad person and I need to do something about that.
My poor decision making. And I think that alcohol in general has had a devastating impact on my life. So I think I'm going to make the decision to join the 12-step program for Alcoholics Anonymous. And during this journey into sobriety, I want to take a serious step back from public life. And like I said, figure myself out.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you have much of a choice about your step back from public life for a little while. You got to let it die down.
I'm going to not do any shows that my production company has told me they don't want to do with me anymore because of this allegation.
And I hope that this reaches the ears of...
But again, I think you got to throw this textbook out. You got to put out more content, even more. Just, dude, he's got to do the most work he's ever done in his life.
Dude, like
then it all gets buried under all his sketches and interviews.
Dicks out interviews, dude.
Yes, yeah.
Start doing dicks out interviews.
Anyone who's felt affected by me, I'd love to reach out to you, or you can reach out to me, even just for me to say I'm sorry, and I really apologize, and I appreciate you all.
I'm gonna reach out to him.
I also want to apologize to my closest collaborators.
Send him the
friends,
thing that you just recorded.
Yeah, hey, here's what you should do.
Yeah, I got some advice for you, buddy.
Yeah, here's my PayPal and Cash App for the advice.
Family and people who will have to wear this stain on their career forever. You guys don't deserve this, and I love you guys. That being said, if you never want to watch Channel 5 again, I understand. I hope you remember the missions of radical empathy and media literacy that we have tried to put into the world through our coverage.
Because I guess that's the thing. Like, yeah, if your platform is radical empathy, like, I don't know, I would think you'd be like,
No, he means like radical empathy, dude. Dude, you're showing so much empathy right now, bro. What?
Oh my god! Oh man, getting my ass eaten so rad.
Bro, my ass is making me calm.
Oh, handless cum.
Oh, bro, I'm fucking coming. This is like a fucking tasty load, dude. Sorry, I'm just showing so much radical empathy, dude.
Andrew I wanted to have sex with Andrew Callahan. I gave him full consent, but then he wouldn't stop saying everything was radical. And then I wanted to withhold. I wanted to withhold my consent.
He asked if we could have sex.
Crush's turtle talk.
Yeah, I said yes, and then he became a Southern California stereotype, and I rescinded that consent, but he would not take no for an answer.
He wouldn't stop.